Okay, hello everyone. Let's start our story, Robinson Crusoe. Let's start with chapter 2. I want all of you to open chapter 2. And first I want from you to watch with me this video.
So my adventure began, and possibly put at risk a secure future.
He left behind the world he knew to seek the riches and wealth of unknown lands.
For a year or more, we sailed the great oceans of the world.
Ambition inspired his journey.
We swam with mermaids, and we carried fabulous cargoes of silks and spices.
Nature changed his destiny.
Dying not important. All men die. What matters is how you die.
Then we'll die like warriors.
This is my island!
Okay, I want from you to look at this part of the video. What is it? What is it? It's a storm. It's a storm. It's a storm. Let's see it again. So the title of our story, the title of chapter 2 is the storm. This is a storm. What's the meaning of storm? When there are huge waves, when there are big waves, and there are a lot of rains, and it's very cloudy and dark, and it's very dark, and there is a flash of lightning. This is flash of lightning. There is light here. We call it lightning. So this is a storm. So why is the title of our story is the storm? Why? Because Robinson in this chapter will face a huge storm, and he will survive this storm. He will live after this storm. We said that last time Robinson didn't listen to his father, and he refused to stay at home. Do you remember? His father told him, no, don't sail, don't travel by the sea, and be with me. But he refused. And he said that my father's words was right. That he had a very bad life. He thought that he will have adventurous, but it was very bad life. He faces many dangers. Here, look at him. He is alone on an island. And you see the storm. You saw the storm before. And he had a storm. Okay, now let's start chapter 2. I want all of you to hold your highlighter and read with me. My father was right. I never had any luck at sea. Do you remember when he told him, don't go to the sea? If you go to the sea, you will have a bad life and you will be unhappy. He said that my father was right. Why? Why his father was right? Because he never had any luck at sea. The first ship he sailed on sank. What's the meaning of sank? Sank means to go under the water. Sank means here, this is sank. To go under the water. Look at this ship. This ship sank. Sank means to go under the water. So the first ship sank in a storm. And we said, what's meaning of storm? We said storm means huge waves. Storm means very bad weather in which there is a lot of wind, rain, and snow. And what happened to the next ship? A pirate took it. What's meaning of pirate? This is a pirate. Can you see it? This is a pirate. Pirate means thieves. Pirates means thieves. The thieves who take ships from the sea. They steal the ships. This is a pirate. So the first ship he sailed on sank and in a storm, and another he go to another ship, and pirates attacked the next one, and he became a slave. What's meaning of slave? A slave means a servant. A slave means a servant owned by them and must work for them without pay. So a slave means a servant without money. He became a servant. I escaped from the pirate ship. Here, let's continue highlighting. The pirates attacked the next one, and I became a slave. I escaped from the pirate ship, and a friendly captain from Portugal took me with him to Brazil. So, he escaped from the pirates. And a friendly captain, a good captain. Captain means the leader of the ship. A good captain from Portugal took him to Brazil. So what did he do in Brazil? In Brazil, I made money and I bought some land. So he made money. And he bought the past of buy and bought some land. So he made money. He gained a lot of money, and he bought land. But something made me go back to sea. Friends wanted me to sail to Guinea. So he didn't stay on the land. They said, no, I will not sail again. No. We said that he loved sailing very much. So his friends told him, oh, let's go and sail again. Let's go to Guinea. Why he will go to Guinea? To help them find slaves. They want to find slaves and sell them and get money. I said yes, but only because I loved sailing so much. So he never say no to sailing. He had many troubles. There was a storm and the pirates took him, and he escaped from them and he became a slave. But he will go sailing again because we said that he loved sailing. The day we left Brazil was a beautiful sunny day. So the day in which he left Brazil to go to Guinea, we said that he will leave Brazil and go to Guinea to find slaves. There weren't any clouds in the sky. The sky was very clear. He was sailing and the sky was very clear. And I could smell the salt from the sea. Salt, I can smell the salt, the smell of the sea. I was very excited. Then I remembered something. What's the date of today? It's the 1st of September. Why, what's wrong? So he asked his friends, what's the date today? They told him that today is the 1st of September. He was very sad when he knew this. Why? Why he was very sad? Because it was September 1st, 1659, I first left home. He remembered that on this date, he left his home. And on exactly the same day, only 8 years ago. So from since 8 years ago, he left the house. He left his home. And he was very sad. I felt that something bad was going to happen to me, and this was right. We said that he will have a storm. For many days, the weather was perfect. Perfect means very good. The men sang on board. Board means on the ship. So the men on the ship was singing. and everyone was happy. So they used to entertain themselves. There was no mobile phone, there was no internet, there was no TV. So how they can get amused? How can they be happy? They sang and danced on the board. Board means the ship. Most of the men ask me about slaves. How can you buy a slave? How can you get a slave? You give coins, sugar, rum. Rum means juice. Generally small things to the leader of his tribe. Tribe means a group of people. Tribe means group of people. So you will go to a place, a special island, and you will go to the leader of this group of people and give him coins, sugar, rum. We said rum means juice, and they will give you a slave. A slave means a servant without money, and the slave lives with you, and the slave must live with you, and he will be your servant without money. Then soon after that, there was a storm. The sky was black, and there was a flash of lightning. So after that there was a storm. We said a storm means when there are huge waves, very big waves, and it's dark and black, and there was a flash of lightning. We said the flash of lightning, light in the sky. Flash of lightning means here this is a flash of lightning. Here, can you see this? This is a flash of lightning. Flash of lightning. There was a flash of lightning. A huge waves came over the side of the ship. We were close to an island. Close means near. So the sky again. There was a storm. Had described the storm. The sky was black, and there was a flash of lightning. Huge waves came over the side of the ship. We were close to an island. They were near to an island. So we get into a smaller boat. So they left the ship and get in a smaller boat to try to get to the shore. And try to get to the shore. Shore means the beach of the island. The waves were too big for us. There was a huge waves. Keep her steady. We can't hold her. So during the storm, the man said, keep her steady means let the ship don't move. And they said, we can't hold her, and we can't stop the ship from moving or sinking. Look out, we are going under. It's a very important sentence. Who said this? Look out, we are going under. The ship is going under the sea. Robinson said this to his friends or to the men on the ship when there was a huge storm. So again, who said this? Look out, we are going under. Robinson said this to the men on the ship when there was a huge storm. A wave as big as large hill. Hill means mountain. Very tall and high wave threw the men from the boat. So when the men get into the boat to go to the beach of the island, this beach of the island, there was a huge wave, and through this wave made the men threw the men from the boat, and we were all underwater. I swam as fast as I could. More waves threw me toward the shore. It was difficult to come up for air. Finally, I felt rock under my feet. I held onto that tightly. He held onto the rock. Tightly means strongly. When I got to the beach, I saw that I was all alone. There was no one else left on the sea. So Robinson was the only man who survived this storm, who lived after this storm. And he was very alone on an island. I want all of you to imagine yourself that you are alone on an island. What will you feel? What will you do? How can you live by yourself? And he remembered his father's words when he told him, don't leave the home. You cannot live by your own. Do you remember? We said it last chapter. You cannot live on your own. On means alone. And his father, of course, was right, because he will have a very bad and miserable life. Now I want all of you to open your story booklet. Let's start with chapter 2. Open chapter 2, the storm, and read with me. Storm means very bad weather in which there is a lot of wind, rain, and snow. And this, we said that this is a storm. This is flash of lightning, and these are the waves, and it's dark because it's very cloudy. Sink is the past of sink, means to go down. Here the ship is sinking. Go down the water. Pirate, we said this is a pirate. A sailor, a man who travels by sea, who attacks other boats and steals things from them. Slave, someone who is owned by another person. A servant, it's a servant. He helps you without any money, without pay. Tribe means a group of people. Shore, the land along the edge of a large area of water. Why did Robinson begin to feel that his father was right? Who knows? Why did Robinson begin to feel that his father was right? We said that because he never had any luck at sea. The first ship he sailed on sank in a storm. Pirates attacked the next one, and he became a slave. What did Robinson do in Brazil? He made money and bought some land. He made money and bought some land. What did the men do on board? Board means the ship, on the ship. On their voyage, voyage means a trip by the sea. A journey by sea to Guinea. So what did the men do on board on their voyage to Guinea? The men sang on board and everyone was happy. Now let's go to the comment question. Remember last time I said in a comment question you must write who, to whom, where, and why. 4 things. Yalla, let's count with me. Who, number 1. Whom, number 2. Where, number 3, and why is number 4. Look out, we are going under. Who will tell me who said this? Yes, Robinson said this to one of the men on board when there was a storm and the waves were too big for them. And now you will answer the homework. Why did Robinson's friends want him to sail to Guinea? Who remember why? To find what? Okay, read the story and answer this question. Describe the storm. Write 2 sentences. You will write what is a storm, what happened in the storm. The sky was what? There were huge what? You will listen to the chapter from your CD and read the chapter and answer the homework. I escaped from the ship, and a friendly who from Portugal took me with him to Robinson said. When Robinson went to the beach, he saw that he was all what? And there was no one else left on the... Yes, you are going to read and listen again. Listen carefully to the CD. of chapter 2 and then enter the homework. And thank you for listening.